Okay, this is going to be my Spotify wrap up of 2025. So let's go down the list of songs and then I will say a little thing about some songs I liked and some songs I didn't not really bring up wasn't because I had much of an opinion about them. So the first one we're going to say is Childish Gambino 3500. Wow. That was like about 10 years ago. That was like back when I was in high school. I really like that song. Another song I got here is Gassed Up by Nebu Kinza. That was another song I liked. I liked the remix with Kodak Black. That was a really good song. Nine by Drake. Nine by Drake was a really good song for me because, again, that was when I left high school. And it was a song that I really got into because he was trying to put on the city and he did a great job. I think that was my favorite song on the album, Views. We got 679 by Remy Boys and Fetty Wap. Remember, this was, I think, Fetty's one of his top 5 songs coming out when he officially started to become more mainstream. So this was one of those songs I really got into. It was like a fun vibe to it. Fancy by Drake, T.I., and Swiss Beats. This is a song I liked growing up. Had a real rough vibe to it, so it was really cool. Uh, Servo by G Herbo and Southside. I remember I liked G Herbo because I came up off of listening to G Herbo when the Chicago drill scene was rising, and when that was rising, it was really caught my attention easily. I remember I listened to like all those drill artists, so that was another one. Where Are You Now with Jack U, Skrillex, Diplo, and Justin Bieber. I really like this song because this was in the ninth grade for me, and Justin Bieber he's a Canadian artist, obviously. This is beyond common knowledge now, but I remember I liked this song a lot because this was one of those first songs he did when he made some sort of house remix. So he made a collaboration with a DJ who was Skrillex, and I think this was one of the first songs he made as a collaboration with a DJ. So this is a new sound to Justin Bieber. I really liked it. Fuddle, Futsal Shuffle 2020 by Lil Uzi Vert. I remember this is another good song. They should have added this song into one of those video games that you do, like when you tap your feet at the arcade. They should have added this song into that um, type of video game because I think this song was really good, and I'm not sure if they have or they haven't, or if they have, that was a good idea. So, Futsal Shuffle. Lust by Low Skies. Lust by Low Skies was really cool. I liked it because it was when the new emerging rappers were coming out, and he was one of those front runners. And at first, people didn't really like him. I don't know why. I'm not gonna say it was me. I was one of those people that really liked his music, but I like that song Lust, and I don't have it on here, but Signs of Jealousy by Lil Skies is a really good song. Broccoli featuring Lil Yachty and Dram, Dram. Dram, that was a really good song. That had a cool vibe to it. I remember it was one of those new songs that was like meant more for children. And if you play the censor version, if you have kids, you can actually play this for them, and it'll actually they'll probably get hooked to it really quickly because I remember I did, and it was like a new sound coming out. Miss the Rage by Trippie Redd and Playboy Cardi. This was a song that came out in the 2020s, I believe, and this was a new sound for Trippie and just another hit by Cardi. The thing I really liked about Miss the Rage was it was a song that had lyrics that had to do with someone I know, and they're using their name in it. So it's really funny how I actually had like a certain connection with this song because of that exact reason. couple more here. Better Days by Naked and Mae Mueller featuring Polo G. I remember this song was really good because it reminded me of back in like the mid 2000s when I was going to summer camp. And this was one of those songs that seemed like it was like a radio hit that they'd play if it was on, if we were on our way to a water park. So if we were on our way to a water park, this was one of those songs that seems like they'd be playing it at the water park. And I remember I used to listen to like some Kesha. She was really cool. So I remember listening to this song, Better Days, for the first time, and I just instantly got hooked. Let's see what else we got here. I Don't Like by Chief Keef, Lil Reese. This was probably one of my favorite songs in 2012 because this was probably the most mainstream Chicago song that became mainstream. And I remember Kanye West got on the remix and he added his own spin to it because he had a record label called Good Music at the time. And yeah, it was a mainstream song that a lot of people that weren't really into rap, for the new generation, if you became a fan of rap with that song I Don't Like, that was what made me become a new age rap fan when it came to the music. So Fashion Killer by A$AP Rocky. I remember this song was when I was first out, I was at a friend's house and their relative was actually playing it in the background, and I was like, what? I read the title of it, I'm like, Fashion Killer, and I just saw the thumbnail of A$AP Rocky. But I was like not really into it at first because I was kind of like prejudging it, but that was kind of on me. And I shouldn't have done that because it was a really good song. The reason I liked it a lot when I first heard it was because of the instrumental. But I remember at first I was like a little iffy on it because I'm like, I wonder what he was talking about. But I'm sure it is one of my favorites still to this day, even though it came out probably over a decade ago. Talk by Yeat. Yeat has good music to me because I don't know, I just like the instrumentals he picks, and I feel like he has a cool swagger to him when he makes music. So he's one of those new age artists I have to get more into. Even though he's been rapping for I think a while, I've listened to some music of his a while ago, and it was some sort of clips about him being on certain mixtape apps and he was promoting for them, so that's how you know he's been grinding for a while. Shout him out. I Love It by Camila Cabello and Playboi Carti. This song was like I think a good collaboration between pop and the music that that artist Playboi Carti makes. It's, I'd say, pop from Camila Cabello's side and rap from Playboi Carti's side. That was also another good song. Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. Remember that was like a really big TikTok song. I think this is the first TikTok song that I actually got addicted to and I actually liked because of the app TikTok. So this song was a really good good song to me for 2025. And If Looks Could Kill by Destroy Lonely. I feel like this was a really cool. This is my favorite single by him. I don't listen to him much, but it has a real grunge tone to it. So that was really cool. Listen to that song in 2025. Young, Dumb, and Broke by Khalid. Oh, this song was legendary because this was right when I got out of high school, and this is something I could resonate to easily. Just the title just was something that hit for me instantly, as in it was on his new album. He was a new artist to me, and he really had a new sound when it came to what I was listening to at the moment, because I was listening to a lot of rap. I was listening to Chance the Rapper a lot at the moment, and this song was like a nice transition and switch for me that made me a fan of this album. Although I haven't listened to it much, this is just one of those songs that, even though he's talking about high school, I was like fresh out of it, so I could resonate a lot with what he was talking about in the song, and it was really cool. And my final song of the wrap up of 2025, because this is quite a few songs, is, I'll say we'll give not even the last song, we'll give it like three more songs. Armed and Dangerous by Juice WRLD. I remember when this song first came out, I wasn't familiar with him as an artist, but I saw the music video and I liked the art that he had behind it, and it had a really cool instrumental, and it was like a fun type of, it almost seemed like a pop song to me. So that's another song I liked. Let's see what else. Oh my god. Oh wow, The World Is Yours by Nas. I remember I haven't listened to this song much in 2025, but I feel like the reason that I could resonate to liking this song was a lot of the video games I used to play back in the day. There's this one basketball game called 2K, and I remember playing 2K, and this was one of those songs that was on 2K, and I remember this was when a bunch of the players that aren't playing now are still in that video game to this day. I think it was one of the 2K 2K13 or 2K14, but that was a really cool song. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.